Hello, good evening. It is day 47 of me trying to heal sleep apnea. And yeah, I have to explain some things. I recently stated or said that I suspect that I have Crohn's disease and that I'm gonna get it checked out. And this is still true. I'm gonna get it checked out soon. But my belief has quite changed. I don't really think that I have Crohn's disease anymore, because the severity of my issues isn't that bad as people with Crohn's disease would report. So it might just be that I have a gut that isn't as strong as usual, or a gut that isn't as strong as most people have it. So it might just be that I get irritated a bit easier than other people, and which leads to me getting constipation and or diarrhea. And of course it's also the whole body is a system. So if one has sleep apnea, everything in the body gets worse, because all of the muscles lack energy, there's less iron, which makes everything work worse, and that includes the gut. So it could actually be that I just have sleep apnea, and it's just the sleep apnea causing the issues with my gut, and that would be a good explanation, and I hope it is the explanation, as having Crohn's disease is not something that you want to have. And yeah, I would be very, very, very happy to have no bowel diseases, as you can't technically heal them, except for a carnivore diet from what I've seen, and it's not the most enjoyable kind of diet, just eating red meat and nothing else. So I would prefer not having Crohn's disease. Yeah. So a bit of yap about basically nothing, but I have to document the whole journey, so I'm gonna document it all without any gaps and fully authentically. And yeah, what could I share more today? Well, yeah, something interesting I did today was I made this homemade sunscreen, or I made it yesterday, and I did that because normal sunscreen that you can buy in the store, 99.5% of them are poisonous. In terms of estrogenics, if you haven't heard about estrogenics, it's basically substances that mimic the chemical properties of estrogen in the body, which is the female sex hormone. And if they were exactly like estrogen, then they wouldn't do much harm except lower your testosterone and make you less fertile, or a bit less fertile. But due to the fact that these chemicals are not exactly estrogen and just estrogen-like, they do harm the body a lot, and also carcinogenic, because the body confuses them with real estrogen, therefore lowers the real estrogen production, and which in some, I don't know the exact mechanisms, no one does currently. It's science that's gradually coming out right now, and yeah, it just harms your body a lot. It lowers your testosterone, your sperm count, can make you infertile, and I don't want to be infertile. So I made this homemade sunscreen from jojoba oil. I don't know if it's the right term in English. Coconut oil, what was it called? Coconut oil, but the scent was they somehow got the scent out of it, so it doesn't smell like coconut, and also a bit of beeswax to make it more stable, and some zinc oxide, which is the UV blocker. It's the thing that the ingredient that makes it work and that actually blocks the sun. And yeah, of course it's not as powerful as normal sunscreen, but it's certainly better than all the carcinogenic things in sunscreen. And it's also like, I find it kind of ironic that you put on sunscreen to avoid skin cancer, but what you're putting on your skin is basically going to cause all other types of cancer, because it like directly goes into your skin, therefore in the blood flow, and from there it can harm the whole body, not just the skin, like a sunburn would. Yeah, I can I can recommend you make your own sunscreen. It's pretty much work, but I think it's worth the effort. It even smells so good. Or like honey, like beeswax, because there's beeswax in there. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of my product. It did work because I tested it today, but I still avoided the sun whenever possible. I was outside going swimming and jumping from cliffs with my friends. It was a whole lot of fun, and yeah, I'm sure I would have gotten a sunburn if I hadn't used this cream. So it works. I was out in the sun for like probably 2.5 hours, but I was also in the water a lot, so that might have helped. And yeah, this is something that I recommend. It has nothing to do with sleep apnea specifically, but if you're a fellow health maxer just like I am, it's a nice thing to do to optimize your long-term health, sperm count, and like decrease the odds of cancer. It's great. Yeah, and that's basically it. I don't have much to tell you now, and yeah, I wish you a great day if you're watching this in the morning, or a great night if you're watching this in the evening. Either way, let's improve our health together. See ya.